You might find this surprising, but your current period of isolation is not a random occurrence. Yes, you heard that correctly. Your isolation has a significant purpose, and it's crucial to approach this time with awareness and intentionality. God often uses isolation for various important reasons. This phase isn't a punishment. Rather, it's an opportunity for growth and self-reflection. Isolation is a crucial part of our spiritual journey, providing us with the chance to strengthen our relationship with God without the distractions of everyday life. In these quiet times, we can listen more closely to God's voice and gain a better understanding of His plans for us. Isolation allows us to focus on our spiritual development, fostering a deeper connection with the divine. During isolation, we have the opportunity to refine our character and embark on a journey of self-discovery. This period helps us identify our weaknesses and work on them. God uses this time to prepare us for greater purposes, shaping us into better individuals who can fulfill His plans more effectively. In these moments, we can develop essential qualities such as patience, humility, and resilience. Isolation helps us become more capable of living out God's plans. Moreover, isolation helps us build a stronger foundation of faith. Without the usual noise and busyness of life, we can dedicate more time to prayer and meditation. This spiritual nourishment helps us connect more deeply with God and understand His will more clearly. As we rely on God for strength and guidance, our faith becomes stronger. Isolation also provides a unique opportunity to realign our priorities. It's a time to reflect on what truly matters in life and make necessary changes. We can evaluate our goals, habits, and relationships, ensuring they align with our spiritual values. This period of introspection can lead to significant personal growth and a more focused, purposeful life. However, when faced with isolation, it's important not to treat it like any other challenge. There are crucial mistakes to avoid during this time. Negative distractions can divert our attention from what truly matters and hinder our spiritual growth. Instead of filling the void with harmful habits like gluttony and laziness, we should engage in activities that nurture our souls and deepen our connection with God. Gluttony, or excessive indulgence in food or drink, can lead to both physical and spiritual harm. It distracts us from our spiritual goals and weakens our self-discipline. Similarly, laziness or idleness can prevent us from using our time productively and fulfilling our responsibilities. These behaviors create barriers between us and God, hindering our ability to fully experience His presence. Instead of succumbing to negative distractions, we should practice mindfulness and stay present in the moment. Being aware of our thoughts and feelings can help us connect with God on a deeper level. Additionally, dedicating time to prayer and meditation can nourish our spirits, providing clarity and guidance during isolation. It's also important to avoid staying home and becoming stagnant during isolation. Prolonged periods indoors can lead to feelings of loneliness and further isolation. To combat these emotions and maintain a sense of well-being, it's essential to stay active and engaged with the world around us. Participating in outdoor activities such as hiking, walking, or simply enjoying nature can uplift our spirits and provide a sense of connection to the world. The beauty of nature can remind us of God's presence and inspire feelings of awe and gratitude. Engaging in hobbies and interests can also help prevent feelings of isolation. Whether it's gardening, painting, playing music, or any other creative outlet, these activities provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. They allow us to express ourselves and tap into our passions, helping to alleviate boredom and loneliness. During times of isolation, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others. However, it's crucial to resist this temptation. Each person's journey is unique, shaped by their experiences, circumstances, and relationship with God. Comparing ourselves to others can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and discouragement, undermining our sense of self-worth and purpose. Instead of focusing on how our journey measures up to others, we should trust in God's plan for our lives. God has a unique purpose and path for each of us, tailored to our individual strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations. By trusting in His wisdom and guidance, we can find peace and fulfillment in our own journey, regardless of how it compares to others. Comparing ourselves to others distracts us from our own growth and development. Instead of striving to be like someone else, we should focus on becoming the best version of ourselves. This means embracing our strengths, acknowledging our weaknesses, and continually striving to improve. God has given each of us unique gifts and talents. and it's our responsibility to cultivate and use them for His glory. Ultimately, comparison robs us of the joy and gratitude we should feel for the blessings in our lives. When we constantly look at what others have or achieve, we fail to appreciate the blessings and opportunities God has bestowed upon us. By shifting our focus inward and cultivating gratitude for our own journey, we can find contentment and fulfillment, even in the midst of isolation. In times of isolation, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and lose faith. Challenges and uncertainties can shake our beliefs and leave us feeling spiritually adrift. However, it's crucial to hold on to our faith, even when faced with adversity. Faith is a source of strength and comfort during difficult times. It provides hope and reassurance that we are not alone, and that God is with us every step of the way, even when we cannot see the path ahead clearly. Faith reminds us that God's love and guidance are unwavering. Moreover, losing faith only serves to deepen our sense of isolation. When we doubt God's presence and goodness, we cut ourselves off from the source of our strength and peace. Instead of finding solace in prayer and meditation, we may turn inward, consumed by fear and despair. Instead of allowing doubt to take hold, we should actively nurture our faith during times of isolation. This means turning to God in prayer, seeking His guidance and comfort in our moments of need. It means immersing ourselves in His Word, finding strength and wisdom in the teachings of Scripture. And it means surrounding ourselves with a community of believers who can support and uplift us on our journey. While dealing with isolation, it's natural to feel impatient and eager for the situation to change. However, rushing the process can hinder our growth and spiritual development. It's important to remember that God's timing is perfect, and there is a purpose behind our isolation. Impatience can lead to frustration and discontentment. When we try to force things to happen according to our timeline, we may miss out on valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Instead of embracing the present moment, we become fixated on the future, longing for a time when things will be different. Furthermore, rushing the process can prevent us from fully experiencing God's presence and guidance. When we're constantly striving for the next thing, we may overlook the blessings and insights God is trying to impart to us in the present moment. It's only when we slow down and listen that we can discern His voice and understand His will for our lives. Impatience can also strain our relationship with God. When we demand immediate answers to our prayers and petitions, we fail to trust in God's wisdom and sovereignty. We may become disillusioned when our prayers are not answered according to our expectations, leading to doubt and frustration. Instead of rushing the process, we should embrace the journey of isolation as an opportunity for growth and reflection. We should trust in God's plan and timing, knowing that He is working all things together for our good. Patience is a virtue, and through patience, we can learn to surrender control and align our will with God's. Silence can be a powerful tool for deepening our spiritual connection. It offers a sanctuary from the noise and distractions of the world, creating space for introspection, prayer, and communion with God. Silence allows us to quiet the chatter of our minds and listen more closely to the voice of God. In the absence of external stimuli, we can hear His gentle whispers and discern His guidance more clearly. It's in these moments of stillness that we can receive profound insights and revelations about our lives and purpose. Moreover, silence fosters a sense of inner peace and tranquility. It provides a refuge from the stresses and anxieties of daily life, offering us a chance to rest and recharge our spirits. In the silence, we can find solace and comfort, knowing that God is with us and that we are loved unconditionally. Additionally, silence encourages reflection and self-examination. It gives us the opportunity to review our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and to identify areas where we may need to grow or change. Through introspection, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationship with God, leading to greater spiritual maturity. Although isolation may make us feel disconnected, it's crucial not to isolate ourselves further from others. Human connection is essential for our well-being, especially during challenging times. Even when physically separated, we must strive to maintain meaningful relationships and stay connected to a supportive community. Isolation can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and alienation, making it tempting to withdraw from others. However, staying in touch with friends, family, and loved ones is vital for our emotional and mental health. Whether through phone calls, video chats, or written messages, reaching out to others can provide comfort, companionship, and a sense of belonging. During times of isolation, it's essential to exercise patience and trust in God's timing. Although it may be challenging, we must remain steadfast in our faith, knowing that God sees and understands our circumstances. Patience is a virtue that allows us to endure difficulties with grace and resilience. Instead of becoming frustrated or discouraged by the length of our isolation, we should trust that God has a purpose for this season in our lives. By patiently waiting and trusting in His plan, we can cultivate a spirit of contentment and peace, knowing that everything unfolds according to His divine will. Trust is the foundation of our relationship with God. Even when we cannot see the path ahead clearly, we can trust that God is leading us with wisdom and love. He knows the plans He has for us, plans to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us hope and a future. By placing our trust in Him, we can surrender control and find comfort in His steadfast presence. If you've reached this point, thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, please consider subscribing. Your support is greatly appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe to Spiritualogs for more insightful videos.